Hey guys, welcome to The Weight of Things. My name is Michelle, and if you're new to this channel, please make sure that you subscribe and click the bell below so that you can get notified of every time that I create a new video. Today what we are going to be talking about is how you can start off on the OMAD diet. Now, if you don't know what the OMAD diet is and you haven't watched my previous video about how I lost 26 pounds in 30 days on the OMAD diet, then please make sure that you check it out. The link will be in the description box below. But if you know about the OMAD diet already and you just want to know how you can get started doing it, then you are in the right place. Now, you might just think like, well, why do I need to learn how to get started on the OMAD diet? Like, can't I just start it? Well, yeah, technically you can. However, there are possible side effects to just jumping right into something like OMAD. And before I go any further, the one thing that I do want to know is that please make sure that you go and see your physician or anybody else that you may need to talk to, any nutritional specialists or doctors that you may need to talk to, especially if you are on medication, before starting any new workout or any new diet plan. It has been said by some people, and it is something argued within the health and wellness community, about whether OMAD is actually a good thing for people to do. One of the reasons is because some have said that OMAD can actually lower your metabolism and actually cause you to gain weight after some time. Whether that is true or not is really for you to go and do the research. I am not saying one way or another whether OMAD is something that is healthy or something that is for you. You need to go and speak with your family doctor or whoever else you may need to speak with to figure out if it's something that may be beneficial and work for you. Now, as I mentioned, I did do the OMAD diet. I did it for 30 days and I lost 26 pounds. And I can actually record and say on record that after a year, I have still been able to keep that weight off. So whether or not it slowed my metabolism, the one thing that it did not do is cause me to gain the weight back thus far. But with all of that out of the way, let's jump right in on how we can get started on the OMAD diet without having the bad side effects that can come with it. Now, when I talk about bad side effects, some of the things that can happen if you just go from eating like 3, 4, 5 meals a day to eating nothing until 1 hour within the day eating food, you can definitely get nausea. You can definitely suffer through headaches. You can feel dizzy. You can have stomach pains, gas cramps. There's a lot of negative things that can come with that because your body is not used to that. Your body is used to eating the 3, 4 meals a day. So that is why it is definitely possible to just jump right into this diet. However, I think that it's better to kind of work your way into being able to do this, especially if you want to be successful in doing it. So some of the tips that I would have in starting the OMAD diet is you want to start off slowly, just so that your body has time to readjust and realize what is going on and doesn't go in complete shock, giving you all of those bad feelings, especially if you have to be going to work or you have to be driving or you have children and stuff like that. You don't want to be feeling really icky when you have things that you need to be doing throughout the day. So what I would recommend, depending on how slowly you want to start, is start off by taking off 1 meal a day first. Start off by taking out breakfast. And maybe you can have your tea, you can have your coffee, whatever it is that you may have. And now if you want to really be kickstar, what you could actually do is just have some lemon water for breakfast. And then you would still have your lunch and your dinner. After you've probably done that for 1 day, then let's get lunch out of the way. And again, what you can have in that space of time is allow yourself to have drinks. Allow yourself to have, smoothies, teas, coffees, whatever it is that you have during the day. Just having that kind of intake of some form of substance inside of your stomach will definitely help with the transition. Once you've gotten down now to just eliminating breakfast and lunch and only having the 1 meal for the day, then I would suggest taking out your drink during lunchtime. So what this would look like is normally if you, let's say you had coffee or tea in the morning and then you would have a smoothie for lunch and then you would just have your 1 meal a day at dinner. What you can now do is you would have your coffee or your tea or your lemon water in the morning and then have nothing for lunch and then have dinner. Then once you've eliminated and you've been doing that for 1 or 2 days, then what you can do next is taking out whatever it was that you were having for breakfast. So now what you'll be able to do is have lemon water for breakfast and lunch or whatever all throughout the day, because lemon water is something that you are allowed to intake on the OMAD diet. Another thing that you are also able to have is green tea, and green tea, let me tell you, is your friend because it definitely is a hunger suppressant. So if you do feel those hunger pains and all of those things still wanting to happen to you, then definitely whip yourself up some green tea. Now, do not put honey or sugar or anything into that tea, or else you are no longer fasting. So what I would say is, between those transitional periods that I mentioned, I would probably leave about a day in between, 2 days maximum, because you don't want to start a new pattern that your body now has to get out of as well. You want to slowly start teaching your body that you're no longer going to be partaking in the foods. Now, as I mentioned, throughout these days, when you're first transitioning, even when you're just taking out lunch or you're just taking out breakfast, you can still have lemon water in between, and you can still have green tea. The green tea is your friend. As I mentioned, it is a great meal suppressant. So you definitely will be using that on your OMAD diet. Once you have done all of that, then congratulations, you are doing OMAD. Remember that with OMAD, it is eating for 1 hour for the day and fasting for 23 hours throughout the day. So make sure that you are choosing your meals properly and wisely. Do not go and get things that are not going to be good for your body and things that are not going to keep you feeling full for a long period of time. Now remember, you are intaking all of your calories for the day in that one meal. So make sure that it is a nutritious and filling one. One thing that I will mention is, as you go on with the OMAD diet, you will realize that your stomach will start getting smaller and smaller. So if you're really somebody that craves sweets, or you're really somebody that craves anything that is probably unhealthy, then what I would suggest you to do is eat something healthy in the beginning, like a big salad or whatever it may be, and then leave those treats and snacks for the end, so that if you do feel full, that is the one thing that will get left off of the plate. You will still need to be getting all of the nutrients and vitamins that are required in that one meal for the day. Now remember, you have a whole hour to eat. So it's not just limited to one meal, just as long as you eat throughout that 1 hour. So another thing that you may want to do is make sure that you are getting in any vitamins, whether that be from supplements and everything that you need within that time, so that your body is not going to be lacking of anything. Another thing to make sure that you do is to definitely work out. Definitely doing things like weights or resistance training is key for this, because you will lose weight and it will come off very quickly. You don't want all that weight to turn into flab. So you need to make sure that you're toning your body at the same time that you're losing weight. I hope that this video has been helpful for you guys. If you would like to learn more about the OMAD diet, please make sure you tell me in the comments, and I will let you guys know any and all information I have regarding this. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure that you do and click the bell below so that you can get notified of every time that I create a new video. Thanks for watching.